Millions of children returned to school this week across the world with their school bags loaded with books, geometry sets and, for many, face masks and sanitizers to protect themselves from the ongoing coronavirus pandemic. Hand cleansing stations, social distancing norms and staggered playtime have become the new normal as countries seek ways to get children back into the classroom safely. But they do so at a time when infection rates are spiraling upwards across the world. There are now widespread concerns that the return to schools amid the autumn flu season and the increase in cases in winter could drive a second wave of COVID-19 infections. Countries are taking different approaches to minimize the contagion across schools. For instance, in France, students aged over the age of 11 must wear face masks at all times, including when indoors. Schools must limit the mixing of class groups and ventilate and disinfect the classrooms at all times.
Alors moi, c'est vrai que j'ai donné des recommandations à ma fille, elle a 9 ans, à savoir d'essayer de ne pas trop se coller auprès de ses camarades, de se laver régulièrement les mains et de ne pas mettre les mains au visage. Elle-même, je lui ai également laissé le choix et mis dans son sac 2 masques, à savoir si elle veut les mettre et si elle est trop anxieuse, qu'elle puisse les mettre, voilà.
School attendance in France is mandatory, though schools can adapt to a surge in local coronavirus infections by, for example, limiting attendance for a few days or week. In the event of a major regional outbreak, schools can close down temporarily. In kindergarten, children within the same class group need not observe social distancing, while primary schools can split up classes into groups of 8 to 15 pupils who alternate between half days and class and learning from home. At secondary schools, all students need to attend school at least a few days a week. France's new COVID-19 infections surged by almost 50% in August, which recorded the highest monthly tally since the beginning of the outbreak earlier this year, while hospitalizations for the disease seem to be creeping up yet again.
Non, je pense que c'est bien qu'ils reprennent, malgré les conditions sanitaires particulières, bien sûr, mais essayer de reprendre un rythme normal, une vie normale, et puis apprendre à vivre dans ce contexte.
Spain's 17 regions are responsible for their own back-to-school plan, though they must follow national regulations such as mandatory masks for children over 6 years of age.
Ellos tienen que estar seguros de que aquí su niño va a estar bien, porque se ha hecho todo lo posible, se está haciendo y se hará, seguiremos en ello. Todo el mundo, empezando por nosotros, con las mascarillas puestas, con nuestra distancia, hemos trabajado así, ¿no? Para cubrirnos también nosotros, ¿no? en el trabajo.
In Russia, pupils returned as the country's coronavirus case tally exceeded 1 million. Children were seen being welcomed in schools with flowers and balloons, while families anxiously looked on as their children entered schools.
Познакомить не просто с гостем, а с самым настоящим талисманом нашей школы.
Учебный год начинается в традиционном режиме. Абсолютно все преподаватели, воспитатели, сотрудники школы прошли тестирование ИФА и здоровы, готовы работать с детьми.
In Cuba, thousands of students returned to classrooms as quarantine restrictions eased in the country. Hand sanitizers and face masks have topped back-to-school lists for all. Schools in cities like Camagüey and Las Tunas have been given the green light to restart the school year. For students, they were happy to see their friends again after a long period of self-isolation and social distancing. Students have been told to wear face masks in school grounds and mingle with friends at a safe distance, and those with any symptoms of the virus will not be allowed to enter the school premises. And as for the children, they can't wait to get back to school to study and to meet their friends.
Sí, yo estoy muy contenta porque después de tanto tiempo de aislamiento puedo ver a mis amiguitos y a la profe y puedo estudiar.